think it's a bright idea to dunk it or to crunch it or to...
Hello and welcome to the first episode of Talkin' Cookies, the only show that makes interviews and eating go together like milk and cookies. I'm your host, Adam Barbera, and today we're talking cookies. Our first guest is Mr. Grosskreutz, an English teacher here at Mepham and the director of our wonderful school play, Up the Down Staircase. Before we get into the play, let's talk about our first cookie we're trying. There's at least 2 months before Christmas, and Starbucks has already set up their decorations, the mall is having their annual Let Your Pets Take Pictures with Santa, and companies are rolling out their seasonal items, so Oreo's Peppermint Spark is a perfect fit. According to the packaging, the cream is flavored with crunchy sugar crystals, so it should have the same texture as real peppermint bark. Sounds delicious, right, Mr. G?
I agree. I'm a huge fan of peppermint, and it's holiday season, so I'm all for that minty, fresh taste.
Are you more of a traditional Oreo guy, or are you more interested in the specialty ones?
I haven't had an Oreo in a really long time, so today is a very exciting experience for me. I guess when I was a kid, we kind of roughed it. We only had the one Oreo, but nowadays you go to the supermarket and you just see so many different flavors out there. If I had to pick up a flavor, I would either say the red velvet or the peanut butter Oreo. That's probably my favorite, because who doesn't like peanut butter?
That makes sense. And why don't we give this a try, shall we?
Yes. I can smell it already. I'm so excited.
It feels and looks like a regular Oreo with a delightful bouquet of peppermint.
I'm going in.
It's really nice on the nose, and oh my god, this is really good.
I'm happy.
Alright,
Now,
hold on.
what matters the most is the cream itself, because you have to, obviously have the control of the experiment.
Yeah.
I think science teachers don't judge me here, but the cream touch.
Because it's like all Oreos have the same outer shell, but the inside is always different depending on what you buy.
So I feel this is a really great cheat food, because you can eat this but have minty fresh breath after you just brushed your teeth.
Yeah.
So people wouldn't know you just had a chocolate cookie on top of that. So pretty good stuff. Goes really good with milk too. I like that.
So now let's get into the real good stuff.
Okay.
So, how would you describe Up the Down Staircase to somebody who's never seen it?
Well, got coffee in my mouth. There's a trap. Up the Down Staircase is really cool. It was big in the 60s when it was new. I think it's like the first teacher type of play or movie that was ever done. It was originally a play, then adapted into a movie. But it's about a young English teacher who comes to an inner city school, and she's really excited to teach. But when she gets there, she realizes that all of her students all have their own issues that are going on in their lives, in addition to all of the things that she is asked to do by the school administrator. So she gets overwhelmed, and the play becomes a conflict of her deciding, do I stay or do I go?
That sounds really interesting. It usually takes a few months to put a production together. How do you put it together so quickly?
Well, you rehearse, and you rehearse, and you rehearse, and you dunk some more, because you gotta have the cookie fully saturated. But it's a lot of rehearsal, so certain days you do certain scenes, you go back, you run that again and again and again, give notes to the actors, let them get a good feel for it, and then other days you pull in the crew and you start doing the set, which after this delicious interview I'm going to go finish today, which I'm really excited about that. And it's kind of a whirlwind, but it's really fun and it comes together pretty quickly.
All right. That must be really hard work. Are there any specific students you'd like to thank for the success of the play so far?
Every single student, because without every single person, we would not be as successful as we are.
You're overwhelmed by the cookie. It's delicious. I get it. I'm on number 3 already. It's good stuff.
You know, I really like that. So it's amazing that you get so many students involved with drama. What would you say makes Skull and Bones as a whole special?
I think the feeling of family and community that we all share, because we're in such close quarters for the entire rehearsal process and the production, that we're together all the time, so we get to know each other pretty well. And as we muddle through the script of the show, we also grow closer as people and get to share all those little memories and funny moments that sneak up during the rehearsal process.
All right. So, Mr. G, as our show is coming to a close, what would you like to end off with?
More cookies. That's what I'd like to end off with, because that's really good. But also, shameless plug, please come see Up the Down Staircase. It's an awesome production. Come support your fellow classmates here at Mepham High School. And thank you so much for ruining my diet, because this was so worth it.
All right. So there you have it. The show opens on Thursday, and it runs through Saturday night November 17th, with 4 performances. Tickets, how much do tickets cost?
They are $10 for students and $12 for faculty and staff.
Where can we get them?
Oh, sorry, wait. That was totally wrong. They're $10 for students, faculty, and staff, and they're $12 for everybody else.
So where can you get them?
You can either go online to wcmhs.booktix.com to buy in advance via credit card, or you could buy the night of the show at the door.
All right. And of course, the Peppermint Spark Oreos are on shelves at nearly every single grocery store, so check them out. Maybe buy a package to bring to the show with you, and we'll be back in 2 weeks when we spend some more time talking cookies.